Hi guys, welcome back to Marant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Doing my studying tonight, as you guys know, it was GameStop's quarterly report as far as earnings goes. Some estimates out there will tell you that they missed earnings. I don't go off that. You guys know I'm extremely positive about this company, about the direction of the company. Let's just do this really quick. So for anyone who doesn't know what's happening in this world, GameStop is a credible company. They have a footprint of over 4,000 stores. They have a great recruiting team as far as how they're hiring over 200 senior executives. But with that, with this company and the expansion of it, that they're making this transition, this pivot, they're spending money. And by spending money, they're not CFC positive, right? Their cash flow is not positive. And because of that, Wall Street will tell you that the company's they're not showing great progress. I want to tell you guys a couple of things. One, I come from a huge e-commerce background and retail background. You guys know who I am and what I do. And there's a lot of indicators here on this report that show you exactly that, that they are headed in the right direction, that they're not up against it. So they didn't lose too much, and then I'm going to explain everything here. Did they even gain anything? Absolutely. So first thing I want to talk about, guys, when I look at the earnings report is what did they lose? So they lost $109 million this quarter, and that's this quarter. They actually lost $21 million more this quarter than last year. Comparable, right? Apples to apples. But the only difference from this year and last year is, one, the leadership team is totally different. Two, is they're expanding. So we've expanded into 3 new cities, which would be our technology hub in Boston. And then you have our e-commerce hub in Washington, and additionally our call center in Florida. So that's over 600 employees hired, 3 buildings rented out, equipment, and all the goodies, right? So hundreds of millions of dollars just on acquiring the properties, the buildings, the expansion of it. But remember that GameStop does a couple of things different than other companies, and it's mimicking that playbook of Chewy. We know that because of our leadership, Alan Adel and Ryan Cohen. But when you look at it from the e-commerce standpoint, is they are building their infrastructure. Because they're doing logistics in-house, they are using our own shipping. Okay, guys? So if we facilitate our shipping and we have those fulfillment centers being built, the inventory on hand has increased. Okay, inventory on hand has increased over $300 million from this quarter, this year versus last year. Why is that huge? Well, I'll explain. It's the ramp up for because remember, all these numbers are from October. These are not November numbers. These are October numbers. But that's the ramp up for Black Friday, Cyber Week, Cyber Monday, Christmas, and then the tax return season right behind it. So we are prepping to become a bigger company, a larger company. That's why you want supply on hand. Additionally, having that inventory increased helps you with bottleneck issues, delivery issues. So our items are on site. They're not on the pier. They're not in the ports. So we're actually ready for more business. We're just not doing more business. But are we, right? So software is down. So right away you're going to see headlines on Marketplace and Motley Fool. Ooh, it's a software issue because our software is down. Guys, the hardware is up. Hardware and accessories, headphones, microphones, streaming equipment. That's all increased right now on GameStop. But the other huge increase on GameStop, and I would tell you just so we run numbers, okay? So for the quarter, hardware was up $151 million from quarter to quarter, right? From previous year to this year. The collectibles, which are the T-shirts, the little emojis, all the little stuff you guys buy, I don't know, the little monitos, right, that we call them, but the little figurines, we're up $50 million, guys. You see, this is a category that we knew we could tackle and we could do it aggressively. But these are little things, huge. Remember, I want incremental victories. I want small victories. We lost software by $18 million. And I mean last year versus this year, year to date. With 39 weeks in, okay, we are up on hardware and accessories. Think about this number for a second. We are up $650 million in sales. Yet we are down $18 million on software. You see, I don't care. We're up $500 million on sales on just the core products. And when you look at collectibles, I believe we're up $200 million. So we're up $200 million on collectibles. We're up $650 million on hardware and accessories, and we're down $18 million on software. So people are going to tell you that we're losing because they're going to look for the thing that we're not good at. All while we are acquiring more talent. Talent costs money. Infrastructure. Everything costs money. We got to build it before we can bring it, right? If you build it, they will come. And it'll fill the dreams deal. Well, guess what? We're building stadiums, and we're building an infrastructure that can't be beat. So GameStop is playing reset. It's a pivot year right now. This is the true grind. That stock price you see, the stock price I tell you to avoid and not look at and don't care, and believe in the company, right? The value of the company in the days of DFV was $4 a share, where it should be 12, we should be 20. Nobody ever thought we'd be at 150. Nobody ever thought we'd be having these struggles between 220 and 180. And it's not because of where we were, it's where we're at today. We know that the NFT marketplace is real. We know that the partnership with Loopring is real. We know that it's going to happen eventually. If you listen to the earnings call, guys, it was today, our CEO came out, and Matthew Furlong, Matt, as they call him, Matt came out, and the first thing that he said was, we are working towards blockchain technology, NFTs, Web 3.0 gaming. We are doing it. And yes, they've hired over 200-something senior executives to help us in the e-commerce world and the gaming world and the NFT world. See, we're doing it. It costs money, right? So when Ryan Cohen tweeted that out, right? It takes money to buy whiskey. But I don't know why anyone's not looking at this in a positive light. Or how could you not? Unless you want the FUD to come out, right? If you want to type up those headlines. But we have these relationships with Samsung, LG, Razer, Vizio. You've seen the video that I put on there with all the senior names as far as we have like 16 new things that we sell on GameStop.com that everyone should be buying from top tier products. So there's nothing here that's negative in my mind. We didn't make estimates. I started out the video by telling you this, and then I got thrown off. Because remember, these are one-take sessions. I do no edits, no cuts. I just tell you how I feel. But on Wall Street, they make estimates all the time. They just assume shit, right? They just go, you know what? I think this stock should be this quarter. I think they should be doing that. Well, who are you? Who are you to give us an outrageous estimate every quarter when you know what we're doing? We're building, we're acquiring, and we're just getting better at what we do. The e-commerce that GameStop has, the e-commerce pedigree that GameStop has right now, you got to see it coming at you. And if you don't see it, that's fine. Like if there's someone out there who's skeptical about investing with GameStop, that's absolutely fine. I would tell you, come to the video and then you'll understand the way e-commerce works. This is the moment. This is the time. There's a couple other things I want to talk about as we look at this, besides just the numbers, right? NFTs. I was listening to a Twitter Spaces call earlier. I had to get out. Unfortunately, they're actually talking pretty good stuff. It's Conway, it's Lady, and it's Midas. These people that are reputable representatives of GameStop on Twitter. They're around, and I listen to a lot of people. I get my information from a lot of people. It's not just me, this one guy who listens and then walks in and says how he feels. I try to take in everybody's viewpoint, even the other crowd who tries to get me involved in other stuff. But I don't want to. I want to focus on GameStop, and when I do, let's talk about NFT and why it's so valuable. And this video is not going to be short, so I'm just telling you that right now. There's a lot of information to get out. So the NFT marketplace that GameStop's developing, I've said this on live streams, I've said this on other videos, is applying a digital tether to a digital asset. So when you can do that through blockchain technology, which crypto already has done, they've done really well over the last 10 years, where people are peer-to-peer and eliminating the middleman. But when there's a ledger there, it holds people accountable, right? So there's no duplicating or manipulating the actual product. So artists, this is what the industry is, right? So there's artists out there, there's companies out there, there's people ready to make a living off of NFTs. And I totally agree with it because there's a marketplace for it. Has GameStop perfected yet? Apparently not yet. Could be this month, it could be next month. They said they would make an announcement by the end of the month. Loopring did, but we don't know how that's going to work. But I will tell you this, I treat it more like GameStop's been giving out NFTs for a long time, guys. For anybody out there who's like asking, like, why is GameStop not giving out NFTs, or why did another company beat them to NFT? That's not true. You and I have been buying video games for years. And when you open up the video game, you look inside, there's always a digital code you can punch in, and they're going to give you a specific skin, a character that you can use in the game, only privy to you because you pre-ordered the game. It's no different than any other NFT that they're giving out there. But this time, we're not giving out pamphlets. We're actually going to give you the NFT on this marketplace for whatever you're going to do, right? However you're going to use it. We are infinite about this. The possibilities are that. They're infinite. But NFTs have been around for a long time. They're just called something else, right? So those skins you have, those digital games you have downloaded, and everyone already is a user. We don't have to teach. We might have to teach you how to download the wallet, but that's the way it goes. So let's talk about gas. There's level 1. There's gas fees involved. Those are transaction fees. That's just another name for transaction fee. You use your debit card every day. You go to a gas station and say, here, do you accept the charges? And you say yes to 35 cents. Like, it's no big deal. It's just money being taken from you, and you're okay with it. You've been okay with it for years. Well, guess what? Layer 1 gas fees are there. So for people who are trading NFTs right now at the infancy of it, they're paying plenty to hold them, to keep them, to transfer, to do all the things they do. There's gas fees involved. Well, layer 2, which Loopring is developing, has minimal gas fees at a fraction of a penny. That's where GameStop's trying to be. So we're going with that. If you can handle no transfer fees, just like you do on your trades, right? Commission-free trading. Is it really commission-free? Someone's shaving a penny off of it on the payment for order flow. Someone's shaving pennies off whenever they loan out your shares. But I try not to get too involved with the shorts and the squeezing and all of that information. I focus on the company. I have been for the last, 8 months. I've been telling people donate, or not donate, but invest your money on this and understand what it is. It's a great company moving in the right direction, no matter what anyone tells you. Everything's there. There's just messages beyond messages, and not hidden messages. There's people out there putting out the correct information. I've told you where you can get it from. But hey, guys, there's nobody going to beat this company. Remember, the first thing it says is we're planning for a bigger, stronger company than what the one you see today in 2021. I think that should be written in stone. And that's what I'm going with. And I'm so happy for it. But I want to give you that'll go ahead. Remember what NFTs are, guys. They're collectibles. They're pieces of art. They're text. It could be anything digital. And that's what we're, even photographers. Can you imagine you own these digital pictures and now you can sell them and you can tether them? Who's going to have the NFT Mona Lisa? And what is it? Is it going to be trading on GameStop? Because if it's on GameStop and Loopring and 2.0, 3.0, and it's doing all the stuff on there, guys, you want to be the company that owns that. You want to be the company that has the rights to it, that allows it to happen on that platform. I'm so fixed on this, and I know we're early, and I know we're beating everybody to it. And there's a lot of naysayers out there. But what they dropped the price down to on the stock today, I didn't even look. Guys, I'm be honest with you, I did not look at the stock one time today. I didn't see if it was crashing. I didn't see if it was dropping. Nothing. I work for a living. I don't have time. When I get home, I study, and then I want to put on a great show for you guys. But I promise you, I didn't look at the price. But good luck on whatever the price was. I wish they could have dropped it down to $40 because then I'd buy the hell out of it, right? I'd buy everything they own. But I'd buy the damn company at that point. Well, let's talk about a couple other things, okay? GameStop has $1.4 billion in the bank. I believe they have $500 million on that revolving credit facility. That means we're sitting on around $1.9 billion, if I'm reading that right. There's cash 1.4, revolving credit $500 million. We're using none of it. We don't need to. Literally sitting there waiting to use it. Now, yes, Warren Buffett's always said, and Charlie Munger's always said, cash is not king, and you should not be having cash on you. You need to get ready to use it, but you shouldn't use it unless you have the right plan for it. And right now, it looks like we're sitting tight, and I'm happy to do it. And I want to see how they make this transition, how it completes itself. So I'm in the stock for that long transition, that long haul, and I'm happy to do it. So, guys, I've been preaching about GameStop for months, and I have all the energy in the world about it. Tomorrow morning I'll be live on the stream, and you guys know I'll be jacked and I'll be pumped, but why aren't you? Or why haven't people invested everything they have? I'm not telling you to. I'm telling you what I do, right? Not everything I have, but I invest every free dollar, and it looks like I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands to do so. But when you look at the numbers versus last year, and I hope you guys really run it back with your friends and family, GameStop up is over $600 million in sales on hardware and accessories, and over $200 million on collectibles. You're crazy if you think they're not doing great. They're almost up $1 billion on 3 sectors. There's only Three sectors is all they break it down for in their on their sales. And as they acquire products and companies and they do more as far as what they're going to be selling, those will increase. They have new avenues of making money. So the days of only making money via used video games, it's come and gone. Okay? We are that tech startup company because acquiring talent and buildings and footprint and layout and facility centers, all of that costs money. And we're burning it, and it's okay. It's okay because we have money to burn. So I wish everybody the best of luck on this, guys. The earnings was great. There was not a single thing bad about it. It was straight. It was direct. There's no fluff. There's no lies. There's no intrigue as far as what they will do, what they could do. They're not trying to rev your engine. They're just telling you, invest in us, invest in a great company, and you'll be rewarded. And I totally agree. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the channel. Enjoy the content. Be here tomorrow. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires.